I think it's a bit secure. I need us to go live.
Should I use this?
You can use that. That's it live on my Facebook. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are woke and are doing your most. The time is 8 minutes past 8 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday, the 7th of July. And yes, this is the day that I was actually paid lobola for by the Venda nation. Guys, it is 9 years since they paid lobola for me and I actually joined the family. And yes, you know me, I am biased like that. I invited one of my own because Nendi Majore of Venda, that's just what it is. It is what it is, guys. I do have Tombo in the house. Yes, Mr. Mudi, guys, right here. I did say I will keep my promise. We are playing his song that says, Kya Leboha. I hope you guys are woke and are ready for him. I do keep my promises when I say someone is going to be here. There's no way they don't make it. If they don't, they would have said, and I would update you as my people because you are the management, the people that keep me on the job, the people that make sure that I'm on the stick every day, every morning, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And I'm going to ask him to say hi very soon. We are going live on Facebook. Check me out, Sheila Monkitando Maumera on Facebook. Look for me as well on Instagram as Tando Maumera. It's Tando_Maumera on Facebook, on Instagram, and you'll find us there. You can also go to Tompo's Facebook as well because I'll tag him so that you can be able to hear all about his story. The young man left Venda for the city of gold. I did say that he came here knowing exactly what he's here to do, and he is doing his most. Guys, Keleboha. Tell me if you can hear anything.
Yeah.
Mr. Mutika, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all good, and you?
I hope you are doing very well.
Very well.
And you are ready for our interview this morning.
Man.
Absolutely. Yes. So please greet the people. Greet the audience of Chaval Comms Radio. They are ready for you. They've been waiting for you. I said you are upcoming, but I know you are not up and coming because you've been at it for some time. I know you've been at it for some time.
Correct.
We are thanking God for your album already. I mean, you worked hard. A full album. People are coming up with singles, and you're coming with a full album.
Yeah, like you said.
Greet the people of Chaval Comms Radio, the family.
Good morning, Chaval Comms. I hope everybody's excited about this wonderful interview. And I'm very, very happy to be hosted by the one and only
Kingdom.
I've known you for such wonderful things like this. So I'm so excited. I'm really excited.
I am just as excited, my brother. I am. Please tell the people who you are. Who are you? This guy, where is he from? I didn't want to be going into detail because you can tell the story yourself.
Yeah.
And which did you decide, what, let me go Makuani?
Yeah.
As we say it.
Yeah, I decided to come Makuani. Yeah, the City of Gold has it all. So yeah, we all come here to better our life. So yeah, I definitely came here. Yeah, but Tompo is just a young man, like you said, a young man who left Venda, many years ago. And then, firstly, I went to Rustenburg, then
Mm.
Pretoria, then come to Johannesburg. The journey of growing up, it's always like that. So you find yourself in two different places as well. But yeah, the journey of music started way long ago. I think I was still 11 or 12, somewhere there. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it started a long time ago. I was raised from Christian background family, so we would sing at home, we'll do all those things. So we'll go to church. I was playing piano, and I also play bass. Yeah, it has been years doing these things, and until I decided, let me record the project. So yeah, this is Tompo Mutika.
Yeah, and the name of the album is Yahweh,
It's Yahweh.
the great God.
Yahweh. We call him Yahweh.
Yeah,
Eish.
he's big.
Eish, Abba Father.
What made you decide that the name of the album that you have, that has hit stores, or rather that you have put up, will be called Yahweh?
The reason was there's a song as well called Yahweh. In the song, the lyrics goes that like, your name is Yahweh and you're above all things. Like for me, I've seen God being the most. I don't know how I can put it. I've seen God doing the most in my life. So he's been always been above everything, above all other gods that people maybe they can speak to or ask for anything. But God Himself for my life has been great, has been amazing. So I decided to say, let me just put Him in His place. Let me just take the whole album and put Him in His place with this album.
Yeah, we have two people that have sent a message to say, yes, shout out Tompo. We are watching you. This is CZ Way from Rustenburg. We are watching you. Shout out to you. And we have Chidit B saying, yeah, yeah, my man. I am with you. Salute. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys. We really appreciate the support.
Yeah.
We really do. Like even Chilizi has always been on my side. I really appreciate his support. Yeah.
Who do you look up to in the gospel fraternity?
Well,
Besides the fact that you grew up at church, it's
Yeah.
usually the norm with many artists
that's true.
that the background is culturally or dominantly Christian.
Mm.
But who do you look up to when it comes to the gospel fraternity in its entirety? The person that you can say, this one inspires me and influenced my music, because I listened to it because AJ, by the way, is the guy that made sure that the music gets to our deck.
Yeah.
And I listen to it and I'm trying to find influence. You've got a taste of your own. People don't believe that there's texture to music because they believe texture is on the tongue.
Vocal.
But there is a texture to music. I do get Benjamin Dube somewhere, but
True.
I don't know who influences your music. I'm not kidding you. Who influences you, Sam?
You got it right. You got it right. Benjamin Due is one of the guru that I respect.
So I can say I've got a good ear. I mean.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So in South Africa, he really inspires me a lot. I listen to almost his albums. They're really inspiring. They're so full of message, and yeah, I love him so much. So he inspires all my writings, all my arrangement of the songs. Yeah, then another one, then because just the two of them. Another one is Vishal Michel. From Yeah, I really love his texture, like you said, texture of the music and the way he arranged music. Yeah, he really
So not long
inspires
now
me.
you're going overseas.
Definitely. No doubt
Hey
about
guys,
that.
I do love him as well. I don't hate. Guys, we are playing a song by Tompo himself, the song that says Yahweh, because the album is, of course, titled Yahweh, the great God, the great I am, the one who is, was, and is still to come, the one who doesn't change, the infallible God, the one who stands forever. The song says Yahweh, and he explained it. It's simple in terms that entirely everything that has to do with him, his story is packaged around who God is. And I did say in my description yesterday that the album reveres the power and the mighty works of God. Enjoy.
It's always going out.
Let me send myself the questions to that phone and then we can go live here. Next time I was doing it the same way. Not bother you.
Good card.
I've sent the questions to the phone.
Oh,
So I must do that every time.
yeah.
And not by ear. I mean, there's no reason for me to use. Yes, guys, the song says Yahweh, and I love it the most when it says, "You are above all things." Right here on the Kingdom Drive show, we always say that when life gives you lemons, you create a lemonade out of it. And we say we are about optimism, we are about positivity, we are about positive impact on everything that we do. I always say, "Geza, vuka ugeze ubangene," and Tombo right here says to us, look, God is above all things. Whatever you're facing is above that situation. And it is what I always say that, look, guys, your relationship with God is an intimate one. If you are able to date a woman or date a man and actually say, I love him, with all my being, you are supposed to have a type of relationship that gives you the power, or rather the willpower, to understand that everything that you face as a challenge is just but for a season. Kai kapa kai. Oh, Kai Likai. The song that says Kai Likai, say, what inspired that song?
What inspires that song is that, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
I can.
What inspires that song is that everywhere I go, everywhere, in every situation, in every platform, in every area, every room, everywhere I go, whenever I'm with Jesus, like Jesus, Ngaya, Ngakena, Ngatswa. Like when I have God, I cannot make it. Every places that I can put my foot on, as long as I have God on my side.
Yeah.
I will leave a mark. I will succeed to whatever that I have put myself for. That is the whole concept about the song.
Yeah.
But it's one of the songs which I think some of you can remember. It was once done by Kekeletso Pofolo.
Ah,
But in
yeah,
a different
man.
version.
In a different version.
Yeah, so it's the same song. Then I just decided, okay, I love the song, I love the meaning of the song. But then let me have my
Let me
own
cook it
version. Let me
differently.
cook it differently. Yeah, because the song still speaks, and then
In this day and age.
yeah, and then we put a groove on it with the team, and then yeah, we loved the song.
Yo.
So
Okay, we have one of our listeners here. She says she is Niyaziwe from Diploof. Well done, Tompo. It's been a while since one has seen you. However, you are doing great. I'm proud of you, right? And there is another guy here by the name of Bonginkosi. He says, "Big up, man. We are this, but when are you getting married? Yeah."
I'll send the invitation here, right here. I'll
Right
send
here. Please, man. No.
I'll send the invitation right here.
Yeah, it means people are worried, man. It's like, what's going on? Yeah.
I'll definitely do that.
Man. So
Yeah.
do you ever imagine yourself, because forever since I've known you, well, I knew you from of course a church setup.
Yeah.
So obviously it's always been about gospel. Do you imagine yourself singing anything else outside of gospel?
Yeah.
Is it?
Surprisingly, yeah.
I like doing gospel. You sang as if it was a cause because you got married.
Watch
You
out, you'll be
guys.
very, very surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can sing, because I love music. I just don't do gospel because I'm also a producer. Remember, I do have a studio where I record artists. I do engineering, mixing and mastering. So I'm very exposed to different type of genre.
Which brings me to my second question that says, so you compose music yourself. All the songs that you've written them.
I've written them, all of them.
Okay.
I've composed them. Then I work with the team in terms of putting it together from the band, like a music director, Khotso Patlane is one of the guys who arranged the band, and the sound, and there's a co-producer as well in the sound, Paul Bass Band. We call it Paul Bass Band.
So you're quality.
Yeah, we definitely.
So with your backing vocalist or rather in your team, are you? Is it because it's a norm that, and this is a question that comes a lot with people in my surrounding. So the people that you're working with, is it people from different cultures, or are you working with Venda ladies and gents only?
Different culture, because we've got a bit of a Venda people. We also have Zulu, Tswana, just different. In fact, my whole team, it's a mixed, it's a rainbow.
It's a rainbow.
Yeah.
So you're an African.
Yeah.
You are not rigid.
Exactly.
I get about so everything.
Yeah. No.
Which song would you like for us to play that speaks the most to your heart? I know artists say all the songs are mine. I love them all. But which song would you like for us to play?
You know what? Let's do Gishumela. Let me practice in Ushumela Hayan. Let's do Mvura, the Venda song.
The Venda song. And I don't know if you listened to the latest by Taki, the one that you released a year ago. It's got a Mvura song.
Yeah, the one that in Swati.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's go to yours. Guys, we are having Tompo in the house. Please do tune in and call us, man, or send us a WhatsApp on 0678634220 and just tell us what you are thinking. Give us your shout out. We will read it up on this live so that Tompo knows that you guys are right here. We are playing a song by him, the great Tompo Dika says Mvura. Yeah. But it works because I don't pay for speed tickets.
Is it?
Metro. Yeah, when I meet the Venda ones, they just say,
Kororo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to work. It has to work.
The speed. No, Makati.
Straight was so great. Yeah. But this is your platform. Well,
Is it?
I was telling her, I said, once the day I started hearing about Shaval Combs, about your program, I said, this is happening. This is what it should have started long time ago. Honestly, this is yours. This is your world.
The Kingdom Drive is all part of Joe and Diva. You are listening to Joe Radio is your host.
These are such songs that make me miss church already because wow, guys, it is what it is, guys. The doors will open. That's what the song says. Doors open. The floodgates of heaven basically open. Upon our lives. That's what the song says, guys. You must Venda. You must understand. Understand the language I speak it because wow, guys, it's been a good 9 years. I must say, it's been a good 9 years. Nonetheless, hey man, Nazo man. You are within, you are in it, you have hit this album, you even launched.
Yeah.
And you launched, which month was it? March?
Yeah, no, it was on 30
At Greater
June.
Glory, right?
Yeah.
Ministries in Rodiport.
Yeah.
And how was it for you?
It was great. It was great. And even the support that we received, it was shocking. It was great. And I still want to extend my thanksgiving to everyone who supported us. The Pastor Ron, yeah. So he has been such a blessing, opening his doors for us to do the event. So we are really, really saying thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing, even for other artists, because we need such people, to grow. So. Yeah, and everyone, even this team, the guys who have helped us there.
The guy way back.
Yeah.
Even our CEO launched his book there.
Yeah, so it has been an amazing.
He's a very supportive man. And
Very.
He's instrumental in the community.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which songs speak to the most difficult season in your life, and which speaks to the best season in your life?
Hey, what a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one we just played right now, Venda, it speaks the best season of my life, because it's the blessings of the Lord. When God opens the floodgates of heaven, you can only receive the best. So it speaks about the great season in my life. And then the other song, it's I don't complain much. Even when things are going wrong. There's a song you played when we started the song, Ke a leboga. Yeah. Ke a leboga ka tsotlhe tse o ndiretseng tsona. God will put you into place because he wants to do something. Always, he will put you into a certain situation because there's a plan already. Everything has already planned out. Because he knows what tomorrow holds. Exactly. Yeah. So I've never complained, God, why this happened to me? Why is this happening to me? Because I know it can only happen if I'm on my way to something. If God is pushing me to the certain direction, then definitely there will be humps and potholes and there. Yeah. So I just say, that it is me going through this situation.
Were you received well in the industry when you started?
When I started, no.
I know you started a long time ago. It's just that I in my description I said on Pebbles that up and coming. True. But I know that you have had singles, you have performed. I've been there. My husband has been there. We've gone to your live.
Yeah.
When you organize some of the shows with with some of the artists
Mhm.
that I don't need to mention.
Yeah.
And you've been on this journey. So would you say you've been received well?
Well, some they received me well. Some, you always the you it depends on how it depends on the music that you're doing, or the texture, like you said, the texture of the gospel that you are doing. So you will definitely have those who are supportive, who are welcoming your music, and that there will always be those one who are having some doubts, about the type of music you're doing. And as you know, ngachivenda vari tombo linyadzwa ngavafati livalo netiko. That simply means, sometimes as human, we undermine certain things, not knowing that these things tomorrow is going to turn out in which way, because only God knows. But for those who have welcomed my music, I really say thank you. Those who have welcomed me in the industry, some of the artists that are helping me, advising me, including Taki. Taki is a great guy. We speak, he advise, he helped there and there. So I can feel that I'm being welcome in the industry in that manner. So yeah, there are those who have welcomed me, and there are those that are still searching.
Okay, while you're still at that, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
But we'll play it. We will tackle it after this particular song. He's watching over you. What was going through your mind? On which season were you in when you wrote this song? I know you
Yeah.
guys, when you come up with an album, usually it's not songs that you write today and then automatically it's an album. It's usually songs that have been written long time ago. Then you decide now it's time for it to come up, and you choose which songs go into that particular album. So he's watching over you. I want to know what season were you in when you wrote that song?
That song.
I'm gonna play it for the
yeah.
listeners. Yeah.
That song, when it came, okay, there are songs, let me put it this way, there are songs that comes through my dreams. I would just dream singing those songs, and then when I wake up, definitely I'll start writing and putting them together. But there are those songs that they just come into my spirit, daylight, whatever, that I write, and then I write them. So this one, it came while I was going through tough time, difficult times. People that I trusted that they will have my support. They were far away from me, friends and all that. I was going difficult times, where even some Christian that I believe that they will see some light, or they have light, but in the situation that I was going through, they couldn't see it. They had their own belief at the time, but God keeps saying, "I'm watching over you."
I'm telling you, here's a song, and I asked it, guys, not because I know anything, around his life. It's because the title itself says a lot, and I always, when I play a song, reflect on my own life's journey, which is another question that's going to come later.
Yeah.
I always reflect on each day. Like today, when I leave here, I'll reflect on what we have discussed. Go back and listen to and watch the video to see, the responses properly there, because I would not be on air, So it's
True.
things like that. You look into your life with a better eye, look at it with an eagle's eye to see what God had in mind. I even wrote yesterday on my status that, it'll all make sense one day. It'll all make sense one day. Chill and work hard in the background. Wow. Guys, there's a song, he's watching over you. Yeah.
The comment section through the Arabic.
So but nilikuwa decided kujia video then nilikuwa post that and they
The Kingdom Drive is part of The Kingdom you are listening to Jozi Radio is your host. The best local and international music and talk. You are listening to Jamal Radio.
Yeah, guys is watching over you. Some of the songs will make us go into tears because wow, our stories differ. However, at the end, guys, it all makes sense. It comes to a point where it all makes sense why you went through what you went through and the reasons why you went through what you went through. You know, when they are revealed to you, you would realize how you reacted at the time mattered, right? This is what I learned, the most. My man, in the most difficult times, especially when you find yourself, against the wall and, against Bati Abelungu, it's against the wall in a hard place, right? No one believes your story, right?
True.
Everyone is seemingly against you. They believe what they believe
Mhm.
of you.
Mhm.
How do you react? How did you feel back then?
Yo, as human, I was flaming.
Because you are human.
You know,
I'm telling
I
you.
was flaming. I was like, I felt like,
You want to fight. For yourself.
yeah, you know,
But is it worth it, Tombo?
fighting is not worth it
Yeah.
because God fights for us. And
The
when
battle is
God
not yours.
and when God is fighting for you, you always come on top.
He does a better job now.
Yeah, if you want to do it yourself, it's never gonna work. It's never gonna
Man.
work. And what I like is that when you go through difficult times, you achieve most afterwards.
Hey.
The reward is too
Hey.
it's too much.
Ah,
It's too
guy,
much. And then
I'm
I know
telling you.
at the time you're just looking at your problems and what's happening. You're asking yourself questions that have no answers. But afterwards, that's when you realize it was worth it.
And who's Victoria?
Even Jesus, he knew it was worth every
Whenever
sacrifice
the closest
that.
people to him
Yeah,
told him
that's
what Judas
that's the
Iscariot.
that is the true gospel.
Where Jesus? Aye.
Yeah, that is the true gospel.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ahmed, I am super, super proud of you. And that's simply because I see that you have taken the time to nurture your gift since then. You are getting better and better.
Thank you so much.
You are getting
Thank you
better
so
and better by
much.
the day. And Tabitha Stain here on Facebook says, good morning, family. Tompo taught me how to sing.
Stop.
He was very patient with me. Pushed me to sing first soprano when I didn't think I could.
Yeah.
That's his top spot.
Yeah.
Tabitha Stain is also one of the people that really believed in your craft and still does to date. And I'm simply grateful to have met people like her who understand that there's no prediction to human nature. Umuntu uyashintsha like a veil, the veil dry.
That's true.
amabhunu asho njalo. Yeah, man. So our next question here, say, is there anything you'd like to change about the gospel industry?
Yeah,
In all
yeah.
honesty.
If in fact, I wouldn't say change. Maybe I should put it in this way. There's a lot I want to do in participating into the growth of gospel. In growing the gospel, expanding the gospel. But I'm so happy because of even people are receiving gospel very well, and then they are moving with times.
After these times is a COVID way.
Yeah.
People saw that God can stop the world.
Indeed, yeah, indeed.
Unless
So
it's political. Right?
So yeah. There's a lot that I want to bring into the gospel table. To grow and expand it musically and writing skills of the songs. Yeah, but there's so much that people should look out to.
From Tompo.
Yeah, from Tompo.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah. So are you self-distributed or are you, affiliated with the big
companies.
Yeah,
No,
companies.
currently I just have smaller companies helping one another. Like Paul Bass Band is one of the company. It's a brand that is really helping, and then I'm distributing myself. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We
So
push
why
it.
are we not seeing you on the Ingoma? Lineup.
It's coming.
I mean,
It's
Ingoma is
coming.
independent, right? It's an
Yeah,
independent
yeah, it's an
affiliation, so we're
independent.
supposed to be seeing you there.
Yeah, I've just released this one, so we try to push it because of remember, even when you get nominated, you really need huge support.
Yeah.
People must be aware of your music.
Yeah.
They must be knowing and listening and following you, so that by the time when we request the support for that platform, then we can get as much as possible.
How long has this album been released?
It was released on the 30th of June.
So how
Yeah.
far in these days that you've released it is doing? Are you on digital platforms?
Yeah, I'm on
Where we
digital
finding you?
platform
Where can we find you?
on Spotify, iTunes, all of them actually. On
Yeah.
Deezer. Then sometimes you can just type my name, Tompum Tika, then it can pop up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's easy to find them.
Okay.
Even on social media, Facebook and Instagram, some of the stories you can just type my name, then the album will definitely pop up.
Would you say your journey has been easy? As an
Not at
artist?
all. Not
Okay.
at all.
Okay, it's been a
Not
tough
at
one.
all a tough one. It's still tough because
Yeah.
we still push, to be at the level we want to be. So it's never easy. But thanks for Shaval Combs, welcoming us and promoting us. It's really really appreciated.
Thank you so much for honoring
Yeah.
our invite
Mm,
as well. So any advice for the upcoming artists? I believe all the time, Mina,
mm,
that whatever difficulties that I've went through in business, right,
mm.
I share with people that are coming into the business space. Take it, leave it, it's up to you. But I would have told you what I went through when it comes to business when I started it. So what would you say to the next upcoming artists so they don't go through the same, emotions that you would have gone through? Not that you can prevent them for them.
Yeah.
Some of the things we need to go through them.
Yeah.
So, it's for better testimony. But there are things that can be avoided. So what advice can you give?
What I can say, set your mind to be a strong person. Have a very strong mind and try so hard to I don't know if it's to suppress your emotions, because of you're gonna have a lot of these challenges, and then some of the challenges might break you down, and you feel like, okay, I don't want to do this music thing, I don't want to continue with the journey. But there's always a reward. Whenever you're coming across such challenges, just know you are at the right track. It's not a defeat. It's not because something's wrong or you're not doing something right. It's just the journey. It's not easy. It's a bit difficult, but it's worth it. And then you will definitely make it. Never ever give up. Most doors that you will knock, they won't open all of them, but there will be some of the doors that will open for you.
Yeah, there's a song here, Mkulero.
Mkhuleko.
Mkulero.
Mthandazo.
Okay, Mkulero.
Mkhuleko.
Yeah, so what are you saying in this song?
There's a prayer that I made. Let me say this: while I was recording this project, it was a difficult time because of it was just after I've lost my job. While I
Your
was
9 to 5.
yeah, so immediately in that situation, and then God just said, do a recording. We all know the recording costs a lot to
Yeah.
do a project, especially if you want to do it live. But I had no money at the time, but God came through. I made a prayer and said, okay, I'm doing this project, but I have no money. So I'm praying, God, you must definitely show up because you want me to do this project.
Cover me.
And I was surprised. Even if I can tell you the budget was this month, I will be lying. There was absolutely no budget, but the project came together. The Paul Bass Band just called in and said, we're doing this, and then other people just came in and said, no, let's do this. When you sell the idea to people, then they were so excited to do it. They said, no, don't talk about the finance. No, we are doing it for the kingdom. We are doing it because we want to. So yeah, that prayer, I was very, very grateful that I made that prayer, and then God heard my prayer, and then the
Yeah.
album is here.
What promise have you made to God?
I
What,
promised.
what promise have you made to God? And I want you to say it live because
Yeah,
this is a video that people would go back to one
definitely.
day.
Yeah.
So what promise have you made to God? Because I know me now myself as the human diva, as Utan Omeda, I have my promises that I've made to God. Because it's not about me today, it's about you. I can't say what I've promised God. And I always say, if in every sphere of my life, be it marriage, there is a covenant that we made with my husband and we promised God and we are delivering. And we always go back and remind ourselves that we have not delivered on this. Do you understand? Can we work on it so that we deliver? Because God is counting on it. Some of the things go slower because we don't deliver on the word that we have promised ourselves. What have you promised God?
My promise
What have
to
you
God,
bargained with God?
yeah, well, my promise that I made with God is that I will serve you alone. And then, in other words, not alone in being said that God alone, I mean myself. I'm not I'm not gonna be with somebody else to serve God. I don't need congregation. I don't need my family. I don't need anybody else to serve and to be loyal to God. So that is the promise that me, myself, Tom Pomtika, I will serve you.
No following God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
We will
know.
still find you there by Gokoma. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
song here by Mr. Mutika himself saying Umkulego. Let's listen to the song, guys. I always believe that every song, like a human being, when God created a human being, we were God inspired, or rather, we were spirit inspired. He breathed the spirit to us. So, this is why I'm speaking about a covenant with God, because I believe everyone, each and every artist and everyone that has an intimate relationship with God, doesn't matter what spirituality they are, there is a promise, there is a bargain that we make with God. And yes, it comes with nothing other than prayer, because that's the only way we can connect with God, through His Word and through prayer.
Through prayer.
Study over the phone. She does this all the time.
Yeah. Oh, vale. Oh. Ai, ai, uma sala, mano.
The Kingdom Drive Audio Digital Health. The Kingdom Diva listening to Diva. Now is your host.
Guys, wow. One of my favorite songs, guys, because this is a declaration that I make, whether my things are going well or not. When I play such songs like this one, because I declare, I decree, I speak to my day, I speak to my life, and I say into my life. into my children's life, into my family's life, and anyone that's attached to me, that ngiyaphumelela, and I do always believe that my success, or rather anyone that succeeds around me, it means that Nami, I'm in queue. Nami ngiyalandela. Nami, my turn is coming. This is why I enjoy celebrating people's success so much, because I see no reason to compete, because the cake is so big.
Amen.
We all have a piece in it. This is why we are created. All of us have a purpose, and we are
Amen.
doing, the most that we can. Well, those who are woke will do the most that they can to make sure that they die having left a legacy. Yeah.
Yay.
Tommy the Stain is complaining that you are not putting Chaval Combs on your status, right on Facebook. So yeah, and they're saying keep up the good work. And we are having WhatsApps here that are coming up. Big up Tompo. This is Leslie from Rustenburg in town. Well done on the work that you are doing. And this is Naniki. Naniki says, well, Tompo. Wow, beautiful work, man. It's like the ladies like you, Tompo. Tompo, this is why the question that says, hey, when are you getting married, Tompo? Yeah, the ladies like you. Yeah. Yeah. Is that you, Mama? I hope you are disciplined. I hope you're disciplined. Anyway, I'm just playing right there. I'm just kidding. I hope you're disciplined for real.
Amen.
Because it so happens that with especially you guys that are young, when they're in this space with so much attention and ill-disciplined and not married, you find yourself, you end up finding yourself in the tabloids because of your behavior.
True.
How much do you believe in discipline? Your belief in discipline as a child of God and as an artist, what role does it play?
It plays a huge role. It is very, very, very important because it helps you to channel your gift as well, to cultivate it and then to understand it. Because of if you fail that you fail to discipline yourself, it definitely means you have less understanding of the gift that you have and the journey that God is taking you through. I know that as young people, we face so many challenges as well, as like you said, but it takes also spending more time in the presence of God, so that you will be able to know how can I handle certain situation, how can I deal with certain situation. So it's very important to be guided by the word of God as to how to behave and how to live, continuously. I know that it can never be an easy thing, especially when people maybe they will have some expectations for you to live in a certain way. But as long as you know your relationship with God is at this level, and then he understands you in this way and you understand him in this way, is the most important thing. That will help you channel your gift, and you will stay longer in that process because God is always on your side, and then you will be able to be disciplined. And it's very important because you are leading people with the gift that you have. So for you to make sure that you are disciplined is very important because of I think we believe in setting an example. So it's very important. I stress that
because we either call we either call the blind to see the way through the life that we live in, because it's not always that people are actually able to read the word and understand it themselves, but they understand it better when they see your life, exercising and practicing.
That's true.
Discipline.
That's true.
I'm honored to have you over. I would like for you to give us the code for the day. What is your daily mantra? We on the Kingdom Drive show, we always say we are having a code for the day. We are having a daily mantra. And I always believe that the listeners of Shabbat Comes Radio, give me, I always say, give me your daily mantra. Tell me what you believe in. What is it that pushes you, every day to do the work that you do, or to go out there and actually kick ass, as the young people would say. So please give us a code for the day.
For me, it comes from Proverbs chapter 3, this one. When it says, "My son, do not forget, my Lord, keep my command." So
The tablet of your heart.
So it's for me, the quote that I can say is that let's not forget the word of God in every situation that is happening, every changes that is coming in our country, in all departments, in all directions. Let's never ever forget the words of God.
And when you say that, I'm going to play a song that says Guy Guy, because you've just said, let us not forget the word of God. I would
Yeah.
really, commend the people to actually go to Spotify and actually, buy the songs and download. If you would like a CD, like me, I do believe in a hard copy CD.
Amen.
I want to buy, so that I can support you. I believe in it because the people that come into my car always find gospel there, and they would like to know who it is
Who is
that
the
is
person?
being played, and I give them the CD and I tell them where to find, the CD. I distribute even, because I believe that when we are in full support of one another, in any sphere of life, there's no way that it will not pay off at some point. It may not be now, but it's the effort and the things that you put in that pay off later. Just like a seed, you plant it now. When harvest time comes, it wouldn't be now, it would be at its right time. Then it would give us the fruit. I would like you to give us a word. You've given us your quote, something that you ran by, and which is, Proverbs chapter 3, my son, keep my laws, keep my word at the tablet of your heart. And it's a beautiful, beautiful scripture. And I believe in it because I know for a fact that God is faithful. And he says, to the faithful, I am faithful.
I'm faithful.
Do you understand? That's God. He says, to the faithful, I am faithful. And I'm not going to answer about those who are not faithful. It's the word of God. It says, to the faithful, in their lives. It is just the simple things like that when it comes to God. So I'm going to say to you, share a word with the listeners of Shaval, the listeners in particular of the Kingdom Drive show, when we serve them the breakfast dish.
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Serving God, like you said, serving God faithfully. God will never ever let you down. He will never ever disappoint you in everything you do. So my advice, okay, let me say my motivation to you this morning is that always believe in his word. Whatever every promise that he made, he will always fulfill it.
Yeah.
So if you ask something from God and he doesn't give you, it's simply maybe you are not ready for
You're
such.
ready for it. It's not
Yeah,
the season.
or you think, do you know that sometimes as Christian we have a moment where we think that we know what we want because of we only understand the want, but we don't understand the needs. God understands the needs because of sometimes you get surprised. You say, hey, I don't want this thing. And then they force it to you, say, no, just have it. Then later on you realize, oh, this is exactly what I needed. But I never wanted it in the beginning. So God knows what we need to better our lives. We only know what we want. So let's rely on the one who knows our needs, not our wants.
Guys, there you got it. You got it from the man himself, Tampo Mutika.
Yeah.
Guys, he was in the house. He's still in the building. We are really humbled by his, ability and strength to, to really go on when other people have actually given up. There are people that were ahead of him, up and coming ahead of him. However, they've taken a sit back because wow, guys, lempilo lena bophelo ke maslapa, guys. We are going to so ke maslapa. And if you don't realize it, you soon then notice that you've gone down. We wish you the best. As the Shaval Coms radio team, we wish you all the best in your journey, and we really want to see you rock sky up high. And we hope that when you are right there, you're still going to say, hey, Kingdom Diva, let me come again and actually tell the people where I'm at with life, where what I'm doing. What can we look out for? It's 9 o'clock, or rather 2 minutes past 9. What can we look out for, coming next? Is the live video something to look forward to?
Yeah, no, there'll be some shows that are coming up, and then there will be a lot of collaborations these times, and then not with just artists only, with also choirs. So we decided that we want to also involve, some choirs, some groups, to work with. So there's a lot that is coming up. You can look at all of this on my page, Tom Pomtika Music. That's my page on Facebook, and then on Instagram is Tom Pomtika, and on Twitter as well is Tom Pomtika.
Is that on Facebook? Is it a fan page?
It's a
or-
fan page, Tom Pomtika Music, and then my personal Facebook it's Ephraim Mutika.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I couldn't take you.
Yeah.
I'm surprised why I
It's-
didn't get you. Okay.
It's Ephraim
Yeah.
Mutika. Yes. Yeah. So
Any numbers? Your manager, your Randy?
yeah.
Is she your manager?
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
Definitely.
Ah, smile. Hey, let you know.
Yeah, definitely. So the contact number, you can use two contact number. The 083 745 7420.
Please repeat it.
083 745 7420.
The next one.
The other one you can use 072 387 6854.
Okay.
072 387 6854.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is great. That was our man, Tom Pomodika, who was in the house and is saying Yahweh. And in all this, guys, he is saying Kaili Kai. That's how we are closing our show. He's saying Kaili Kai, guys. If you'd like to catch him there, he gave you where to find him. And people are wishing you well on Facebook. They are wishing you well on our WhatsApp. They are really, running, this race with you. Believe it or not, buying on digital platforms, you will get it, because we have a lot of youngsters that actually enjoy music on digital platforms. It's time for podcasts, and you are live on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You can go to it and take people if you'd like for them to get this interview on the Kingdom Drive, a breakfast show. Thank you so much. We
Thank
are
you so
humble.
much.
Stay humble, and God will continue to lift you up. Yeah, guys, Tompomotika, guys. Yeah. Gumnandi Kai, Gumnandi. Here we go.
Say goodbye.
Guys, thank you so much for
Thank you.
Which one should I use? This one or?
Yeah, you can do Yeah, you can sit, do whatever you feel comfortable to do. You can take this and you can take them on your page. Take him alone. We'll send these to the CEO to post on our page. Yeah, all the time. And then when I show we post.
From hello, look at the comments. Hello from America.
Well, Tom Pom, YouTube, they're saying hello from America. They've got you watched from the UK on our page.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's
So
awesome.
you must actually think.
No, that's
We're having
good.
comments from overseas.
Oh,
So you
thanks.
check it out when you get
Oh,
time.
wonderful. I'll definitely do that.
Thank you so much.
No, I really appreciate it.
You know,